S23 Roid Rage, SARM. I'm Dr. Tony Huge here with Coach Trevor, and I took 20 milligrams at once of S23, which is more than I think I've ever taken before. Usually I take maybe 10 milligrams 3 times per day, a total of 30 milligrams, but it's spread out. This time I took 20 milligrams of S23, which is 2 10 milligram capsules. And about within an hour, I started feeling full-blown methyltren rage. Like I was in 7-Eleven here in Phuket, Thailand, and someone just lightly bumps into me, and I'm a very calm person. Actually, on the outside, you can't really tell.
Well, it's not that. This is your Zen place, too. Just the air calms you down, you said when we got here.
Yeah.
So the fact that your place of peace is now a place of, anger.
So I want to do an experiment. We're going to give Coach Trevor 30 milligrams of S23. And you need some water with that. We're going to check in with him as a second part of this clip after it kicks in within an hour. And they taste good, don't they? It's like a mint capsule.
Yeah. So they put it in for digestion.
Yeah, it tastes really nice. So we're going to see if Coach Trevor, he's also very calm, if he ends up getting the rage from it. What do you speculate? How is it even possible that this is giving that kind of rage, or is it, do you think, a placebo effect?
The problem is, it's the human studies we haven't been able to finish, and the trials. All of these, the reasoning for this, it's like I always say before, you just take an anabolic, or let's say testosterone or any other anabolic, and decrease its androgenic rating and increase its anabolic rating. That's what these should be doing. But the stronger they are, the ones that give you more side effects, goes to show you they still have some type of androgenic rating. Being synthetic, it's a little different. Our scales vary now.
Actually, halotestin is extremely anabolic and not so androgenic, but halotestin gives you the rage too, so it's not just the androgenic qualities.
Androgenic qualities, when you have something that's androgenic, you will always get those qualities. When it comes to anabolic androgenic rating, you're talking side effects versus anabolic and the side effects of growing muscle, I would say. So you can't judge the way the anabolic androgenic rating is. You're only judging by how it's a binding affinity. And if you have any type of strong androgen, you're going to get the androgenic effects, which would be rage, which would be strength.
Because when they do the anabolic androgenic rating, they're doing it based on muscle growth versus prostate growth, really. So in a mouse. So that doesn't really tell us about how it affects the brain so much. I mean, it kind of sometimes, usually there's some correlation, but these SARMs have totally different binding affinities to different receptors, and we just don't fully understand how they work.
That's the biggest thing with SARMs is we don't know the potential. We know that testosterone, we know that tren affects certain brain chemicals, which can benefit you and can give you Alzheimer's as you get older. We don't know about SARMs. They could be doing similar things. They're so new, we don't know yet. They could be doing pathways outside to IGF even, pathways to myostatin, like YK showed in that Japanese study. They're so new though, we just don't know.
So there's only one way to find out. We take them and we document our results, which is what we're known for doing. So we'll check back in with Trevor, see if he experiences S23 Roid Rage like I did in 1 hour. S23 Roid Rage experiment continued. Coach Trevor, it's been about an hour and a half, maybe a little longer than an hour and a half since you took the S23 30 milligrams. We had an incident in public on the street. Tell us what happened, Trevor, and whether you think you can attribute that to the S23 or you just being a negative, aggressive, violent person.
Do you think I'm negative or aggressive and just normally?
No, he's a big teddy bear.
Well, okay. Well, what happened was the guy didn't mind his own fucking business and came up after yelling taxi. When we're saying no, comes up and stands directly in our face to ask it again. And when we tell him no and he says okay, when you're breathing in another man's face while you're trying to have a conversation with your friend about business or work-related things, you don't stand next to him face to face and eavesdrop and have to smell your garlic on your breath. And then I felt bad for the old lady because she didn't have anything to do with it. She was just trying to sell, I don't know what it was. So this right here, shout out?
No mango rice.
Yes.
No mango rice.
Finish.
Okay, we'll pick a different dessert.
And then the old lady passed by in the wrong.
Keep going. It was a good example. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel the same aggression that I feel on Tren, which is I don't want to be around people. I'm totally okay if I sit in the apartment and I I'm working or something, I'm fine. It's like other people or certain noises or smells.
You just want to be isolated. It's isolation because there's things that trigger it. When you hear ticks, like I told you, you have little ticks. You're more irritable or susceptible to irritable things. When you hear a tapping and you're trying to concentrate, you're more likely to react or let it bother you or irritate you. Somebody has something they're tapping their foot on, clicking in their mouth, you're just going to get irritated a lot faster, and you're probably going to say something about it.
So to recap, we knew that Rad 140 causes aggression because I've done that experiment before. I went with a higher dosage of 20 milligrams at once with S23. I'm used to doing a lower dosage, 10 milligrams more, like 3 times a day or twice a day. It made me feel very aggressive when I took 20 milligrams. And actually, the reason why I even took 20 milligrams is because I was feeling a little bit of aggression from taking S23, 10 milligrams 3 times a day. And so then I wanted to take 2 at once and see if it increased the aggression within a window of time so that I could attribute it to the S23 or not. So my experiment confirmed that S23 increased aggression, and his experiment of 30 milligrams also confirmed that it increased aggression. Be swole and swole, friends of freedom, pioneers of human evolution.